Hi, I'm Beth and I'm a pre and postnatal trainer, and today I'm going to be taking you through an upper body workout. Now before we get started, please make sure you have checked with your GP or your midwife to make sure you are safe to train. In this workout, we're going to be using a bench or a chair, dumbbells, a step and a mat. If you're at home, you can use a step or a sofa for this. During pregnancy, it can be beneficial to remain active and resistance train to help you with labour and when baby is here. So enjoy yourself, make sure you've got a bottle of water and take this workout at your own pace. Okay guys, we are going to go on to our first exercise. So we have a dumbbell seated shoulder press. So we're going to grab our dumbbells and we're going to take a seat on our bench or our chair. We're going to have our feet firmly planted on the floor and you're going to pick your dumbbell up one at a time. We're going to sit back, core brace, we're going to bring our dumbbells up to our shoulders. You are pressing them up and over your head, back down to shoulder height, and then we go again. We want our core brace, taking nice deep breaths in and out as we go through. You're going to be here for 60 seconds, but if at any point you need to take a break, that's absolutely fine. Just bring your dumbbells onto your knees, take a breather, and then join back in whenever you're ready. Really good, guys. You've got 20 seconds to go. You're going to stick with this movement at your own pace. Really good, guys. 10 seconds. Drive those heels into the ground. Keep you nice and stable. You've got enough time for 2 more reps. Take a deep breath in and out. 1 more rep. Okay, we're going to bring those dumbbells back to our knees before we put them down onto the ground. We're then going to move into an incline chest press. So we're going to move our bench down. We're going to use the pin and we're going to slightly bring it down onto an incline. We want to make sure we hear the bench click in. When you're pregnant, you don't want to be laying flat on your back, so we want to be nice in an upright position. Again, you're going to bring your dumbbells up to your knees. We are slowly going to lay back on the bench and we're going to bring our dumbbells up above our chest. We're going to bring them down at a 90-degree angle, press them back up and over your chest again. So down to a 90-degree and pressing them back up again. Deep breaths in and out. Just take these reps at your own pace. If at any point we need to take a breather, that's absolutely fine. Just popping the dumbbells on, sitting up, have a breather, and then join back in whenever you're ready. Really good, guys. We want to be coming down, level with our chest, back up and above our chest. Still bracing that core the whole time to keep us nice and stable. Okay guys, when we're sitting up, we don't want to be crunching up. We want to bring the dumbbells down to our knees and then we're slowly going to sit ourselves up so it's staying nice and safe the whole time, okay? Whenever you're ready, you're coming back into those reps. Just a few more till we hit that 60-second mark. 1 more. And again, guys, bring those dumbbells back down to the knees and then sit yourselves up nice and safely. Now you're going to be staying on the bench for the next exercise. We're going to be doing dumbbell chest flies, so exactly the same as before. We want to be laying back nice and safely. Dumbbells are up and above my chest. I've got a soft elbow. I'm opening up my chest to the sides, coming back up to the top. Deep breaths in and out. Soft elbow, opening up that chest and coming back in. Keep those feet firmly on the ground, nice and stable the whole time. Again, if you need to have a breather, grab yourselves a drink at any point. That is absolutely fine. This is your workout. As you go through these exercises, you will start to feel your muscles fatiguing. Bear in mind, if you need to take that breather, make sure you allow yourself to at any point. 15 seconds. Really good, guys. You're almost there. You've got enough time for 2 more reps and then we are there. Really good, one more. And again, guys, slowly bring those dumbbells down to your knees and slowly sit yourselves back up. One dumbbell goes down on the floor at a time. We're now going to go onto a seated bicep curl. So we want to bring our bench back up. So again, using that pin, slowly sit the bench back up and hear it click. We're going to be sitting back down on our bench, feet firmly placed on the floor, picking a dumbbell up one at a time. We are going to fully extend our arms down and we're sitting back, curling all the way up, squeeze the biceps to the top, fully extend down. Again, if bump is slightly getting in the way, we can widen our stance slightly and just bring those arms a tiny bit wider. Really good, guys. Deep breaths, pushing our feet into the ground and our back is in the back of the chair the whole time. Really good, guys. Keep control of those dumbbells the whole time. Chest is up. Really good, guys. Staying with me for 15 more seconds. Last few reps here at your own pace. Really, really good. One more. Perfect, guys. Now bringing those dumbbells the whole way back down, back onto your knees and popping them down on the ground one at a time. We're now going to move on to a bent over row. So you're going to be using your bench or your chair as support and you're going to need one dumbbell. So we're going to stagger our stance and we're going to hold onto our bench or our chair. You're slightly tipping forward as far as feels comfortable for you and bump. We are driving our elbow up towards the ceiling and fully extending back down again. We want to keep our back nice and straight and our core tight the whole time. Your head is in line with your spine. Just tipping forward as far as feels comfortable for you and bump. You're again here for 60 seconds, staying on the same arm. Really good, guys. If you need to come up slightly more and carry on that row, that's absolutely fine. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Bearing in mind, if you need to come back up straight, have a breather and join back in, that is also absolutely fine. You've got 15 seconds left here, and then we're going to move on to the other side. Really good, guys. At your own pace, you've got a couple more reps. One more. And we're going to stand back up nice and straight. Now we're going to move on to the other side. So we're going to step in, we're going to change sides, and we're going to hold onto our chair or our bench. Again, tipping forward just as far as feels comfortable for you, rowing that arm up and all the way down. Still keeping that core nice and tight. Chest is up, shoulder is back. Really good, guys. We're almost there. If bump is starting to feel a tiny bit uncomfortable at any point, just coming back up, have a breather, and when you feel ready, just joining back in. We want to make sure we're nice and comfortable the whole way through this workout. Really good, guys. 10 seconds. All right, 2 more reps at your own pace. 1 more. Perfect, guys. And again, standing up nice and straight. We're now going to move on to seated lateral raises. So again, we're going to pop our dumbbell down and we're going to take a seat. Feet are flat on the floor, core is tight. You're going to pick one dumbbell up at a time, bring them to your knees. Sitting back and bringing the dumbbells down to the side. You are going to bring your dumbbells up to shoulder height, squeeze, and all the way back down again. Really engaging those shoulders, keeping that core tight, and leading with the elbows with a soft elbow. Again, 60 seconds here, but if at any point you feel you need a breather, all you need to do is bring those dumbbells back to your knees, have a breathe, shake out those shoulders, and join back in. We want to make sure that we can talk the whole way through our workout. We don't want to be working to exhaustion. Still taking deep breaths. Looking really good, guys. Keep those heads up, cores nice and tight. Just 10 more seconds, as many reps as you can in that time. Really good, guys, relax out there. We're gonna bring our dumbbells back to our knees before we pop them on the ground. We're now gonna move into an overhead tricep extension. So we're gonna stand up, our feet are hip width apart or a tiny bit wider. My core's tight and my chest is up. We're gonna be making a diamond shape with our arms, bringing the dumbbells up and over our heads. We're gonna drop down, pushing all the way up to the top, getting those triceps working nice and hard. My elbows are pinned in to my head and I'm keeping nice and stable. I'll show you from the side. So we're dropping down, coming up to the top. Core tight, soft knees. Really good, guys. We want to make sure we are still breathing through this workout. Exactly the same thing again. If you need to take a break, just bring that dumbbell down, have a breather, reset yourself, and go again. Working at your own pace. Really good, guys. 10 seconds. One more rep. Once you come to the top, both hands, bring that dumbbell down and safely back onto the ground. Okay, that is the exercises you needed your bench or your chair for in round one. We're gonna move these to the side and we're gonna grab ourselves a step or a mat to finish off round one, and then we'll repeat the same exercises one more time through. Okay, so we are moving on to our last two exercises of round one. So you're gonna need your step and you're gonna need a mat. So we're gonna start off with the press ups. Now we're gonna be having our hands on the step. We're gonna be tucking our pelvis under and we're gonna be lowering ourselves down towards the bench and pushing ourselves back up. You wanna come as low as you can, so if you can only get halfway, bring yourself back up, that is absolutely fine. Keep that core tight, belly button the whole way through to your spine, nice and low, pushing that ground away from you through the palms of your hands. Our hands are just wider than shoulder width apart. And as always, guys, if at any point you need to have a rest, just come up, have a little breather, and then rejoin in whenever you are ready. Taking deep breaths and only coming as low as you can. You've got 15 seconds. Just take it at your own pace. Really good, guys. Just 2 more reps for me. And 1. Perfect. So slowly coming back down onto your knees and have a little breather. Now we're going to move into shoulder taps. We're going to move onto all fours. Your knees are in line with your hips and your hands are in line with your shoulders. You're going to come up, tap the opposite shoulder, bring your hand back down, tapping the opposite shoulder, and repeat. Depending on how far along your pregnancy you are, you may find it more comfortable to be more elevated. So you may want to stick with the step for this one, tapping the opposite shoulder and coming back down. We want to be keeping our core super tight from our belly button the whole way through to our spine, and deep breathing the whole way through. Really good, guys. Keep that core nice and tight. We want to keep our hips as still as we can. Again, if that's feeling too easy, come back down onto your mat. Opposite hand to opposite shoulder. As an option, you can always tip forwards on your hips a tiny bit more. That will just make this a tiny bit harder for you to keep nice and stable. So whatever works best for you, just stick with that. You've got 15 seconds. Deep breathe in. Keep that core tight, hips are still. Really good. Last few reps with me. One more. And relax. Awesome, guys. Slowly coming back down onto your knees. Now that is the end of round one. We're gonna go back to our bench and our dumbbells, and we're gonna go through the whole workout one more time for round two. So have a drink, have a breather, and join back in for round two whenever you're ready. Okay guys, so we're gonna go back through those exercises again for round two. So you're gonna need your dumbbells and you're gonna need your bench or your chair. We're gonna be taking a seat into a dumbbell shoulder press. So we're gonna be bringing our dumbbells up to our knees to begin with. Feet are safely on the floor, and we're gonna bring our dumbbells up to our shoulders. Core is braced, bringing those dumbbells up and together, slowly bringing them back to shoulder height again as we go through. Now, in round two, guys, you might find your muscles are starting to get a tiny bit more tired. So if you need to opt for a slightly lighter dumbbell or take more rests, that is absolutely fine. Taking deep breaths. Only bringing those dumbbells back to shoulder height, then they go straight back up and together at the top. Really good, guys. Okay, guys, you've got 20 seconds to go. Still staying at your own pace. Deep breaths in, core tight. Really good work. 10 seconds. Then we're going to move on to our dumbbell bench press again. Enough time for 2 last reps here. Still breathe in at your own pace. Last one. Perfect, guys. Bring those dumbbells back to your knees and they're coming back on the ground one at a time. We need to adjust our bench again so that it's on an incline. So we're going to pull the pin out and bring that bench down. Make sure you hear it click so you know it's in there. Taking a seat. Again, bring those dumbbells up to your knees. Core tight. We don't want to be crunching, so we're just slowly going to bring ourselves back. Dumbbells come up and over your chest. Coming down to a 90-degree angle. Pushing back up, above the chest again. My feet are firmly on the ground and I'm pushing through my heels to give me a tiny bit of extra stability. Really good, guys. Again, round two, muscles are going to be feeling a tiny bit more tired. If you need to take a break, we want to be bringing those dumbbells back down to our knees and slowly sitting ourselves back up. We don't want to be crunching at any point. We want to keep ourselves nice and safe the whole way through. Really good, guys. 15 seconds. Deep breaths for the last 2. And 1. Okay, bring those dumbbells back down to your knees and safely sitting back up. We're going to stay where we are and we're going to move into a chest fly. So exactly the same thing again. We don't want to be crunching. We're going to be coming back nice and safely. Dumbbells are coming up and over your chest. However, they are a neutral dumbbell now. Coming out to the side and up to the top. Soft elbow, opening up that chest, squeezing up to the top. My core is braced the whole time and I'm taking deep breaths. Really good, guys. That's halfway. Again, if we need to bring those dumbbells down and we want to sit ourselves back up, have a shake out, have a deep breath, have a drink, that's absolutely fine. And then we rejoin back in whenever we are ready to. You've got 20 seconds left here. Good, guys. As we feel those chests start to get tired, making sure we're keeping in control of those dumbbells. You've got 2 more reps. Really good. 1 more. Perfect, so bring them down to the knees and sitting back up. One dumbbell goes down at a time, and we're gonna sit our bench back up for our bicep curls. So again, pulling that pin out until we hear it click. We're gonna take a seat and we are gonna grab our dumbbells. So sitting back, core tight, and we're gonna bring our dumbbells down to the side, curling all the way up and all the way back down again. Again, if you need to bring your feet a tiny bit wider for bump, that's absolutely fine. We want to keep our core engaged. Really good, guys. We want nice, strong biceps for lifting those babies up, having to put the buggy in the back of the car. Really good, 20 seconds. Controlling the dumbbell on the way up and the way down. Perfect, guys. 10 seconds, just last few reps. Just as many as you can. Perfect, one more. Same again, guys. Bring those dumbbells to your knees for me, and one comes down at a time. We're gonna move on to our bent over row. So we're gonna need either our bench or our chair as our support, and you're gonna need one dumbbell. Again, staggered stance, holding on nice and safely to that bench, and we are tipping forward just as far as feels comfortable, rowing that dumbbell all the way up and all the way down. My back's nice and straight, and my head is in line with my spine. Controlling on the way up and the way down. Just tipping forward as far as feels comfortable for you. If you need to be slightly more upright, that's absolutely fine. We just want to feel that back working. Really good, guys. Keep those shoulders locked in place. Nice straight back. Perfect, 15 seconds. Good, 2 more reps. Then we'll move on to the other side. Last one. And standing up, nice and safely. Changing sides with that dumbbell. Again, we want to use our bench to support. Tipping forward slightly as far as feels comfortable. Rowing all the way up with that elbow. Coming all the way down. Keeping that chest up, shoulders back. Really squeezing at the top, holding it there for a second if you can. Slowly bringing it back down. Nice, guys. If you need to stand back up at any point, take a deep breath, that's absolutely fine. Just join back in whenever you feel ready to. Really good, 15 seconds. Belly button whole way through to your spine is tight. Working at your pace. Okay, 2 more reps. Perfect, 1 more. And coming back down, standing back up. We're gonna put our dumbbell back down. We're gonna move into a seated lateral raise. So sitting back onto our benches, feet are planted nice and firmly, grabbing your dumbbells. Now at this point, if you do want to grab a slightly lighter pair of dumbbells, that's absolutely fine. Shoulders are back, we're coming up, squeezing at shoulder height, back, down again. My core is tight the whole time to keep me nice and stable, and I have a soft elbow. Really good, guys. At this point, your shoulders might start to feel a tiny bit tired. If you need to, bring those dumbbells back to your knees, have a sit up, have a shake out, have a drink. Just join back in whenever you are ready. Really good, guys. Okay, 10 seconds. We're just gonna do as many reps as we can at your own pace. Last one. And relax. Okay, popping those dumbbells back down to the side. We are going to do a standing overhead tricep extension. So we're going to stand up and we're going to grab just one dumbbell. Now feet are hip width apart or a tiny bit wider, whatever comfortable. And we're making that diamond shape again with our dumbbell, coming up and above our head. My core is tight, my elbows are tucked in. I'm dropping down, coming all the way up above my head to finish off that move. Again, I will show you from the sides. We are core tight, dropping down and up. Really good, guys. If at any point you feel you need to have a breath, just grab the dumbbell, bring it down, have a breather, and then you're going to bring it back up again and start again. All right, 15 seconds, you're almost there. Last few reps. And 1. Perfect, guys. Bring that dumbbell back down to the ground, nice and safely. Now that is the last of the exercises you need your bench and your dumbbells for, so you can pop them away and we'll move back into our step and mat to finish off. Okay guys, so going back in with our last 2 exercises of today's workout. Back in with our step and our mat, and we've got our press ups. So we want our hands just wider than shoulder width apart, and we're going to be pressing down onto the bench and pushing the bench away from you through the palms of your hands. Again, you're here for 60 seconds, but just working at your pace. This is completely your workout. Good guys, core tight. Just come as low as you can. Really good, controlling on the way down and the way back up again. If at any point you feel you need a breather, just come back onto your knees, have a shake out, and join back in whenever you are ready. Awesome guys, 15 seconds. Then we will go back in with our shoulder taps. Enough time for 1 more rep. And coming back down to your knees. Now in with our shoulder taps. We are moving back into all fours. Our knees are in line with our hips and my hands are in line with my shoulders. I'm coming up, tapping the opposite shoulder with my opposite hand, back down to neutral, coming up and tapping, and back down. My core is tight, belly button the whole way through to my spine, and I'm just keeping nice and stable the whole time. Depending on how far along your pregnancy you are, you may want to come up onto the bench for this one, so you're a tiny bit more elevated. Same again, core tight, opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Really controlled, taking deep breaths. We're nearly there, guys. 20 more seconds. Final push for 10 seconds. Nearly at the end. Good. 1 more rep. And relax that there. Coming back down onto your knees. And have a deep breath. That is the end of your workout for today, guys. You absolutely smashed it. Make sure you have a drink, have a rest. There are more prenatal workouts on our YouTube if you want to join along another day, and well done.